Hey guys, welcome back to Basement Sport Addicts, episode 92. My voice is gone, so my bad about that. But yeah, I mean, Lions had a dud of a game, did not play great. We'll talk about that later for sure. But yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Uh, get your popcorn ready and let's go. Yeah, guys, welcome back. We got a banger coming up very soon for a podcast. Not gonna talk about it, but it's gonna be a good one. We got a lot of baseball to talk about. Like there was a lot of news that happened that we didn't talk about, so let's get into that. The most recent one of the Japanese players, the guys from Japan, Murataka Murakami, signed with the Chicago White Sox. Who, I mean, if you had the Chicago White Sox signing anyone big, yeah, you might have won the lottery. But yeah, kind of a you know smart play by Murakami. Um, hasn't hit fastballs over 92 ever really in his career. He's facing major league pitchers who throw over 92 miles an hour. So kind of like a low risk, like a high reward type of situation for the White Sox. Murakami, unbelievable talent. If they could just work with him to get, hitting fastballs, bro, this guy will be very good. So kind of crazy. He is going to be playing for Team Japan in the World Baseball Classic, so it's going to be cool. Yoshinobu Yamamoto also is playing for Team Japan as well, which is cool. Roki Sasaki will not be, but yeah, let's talk about Team USA, man. This pitching after Tarek Skubal has accepted the invitation to join Team USA. Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens, Logan Webb, Matthew Boyd, Joe Ryan, Clay Holmes, and Nolan McLean as a rotation is disgusting. That's it. That's it. I mean, this is one of the best rotations I've ever seen in my life. I mean, as Logan Webb is your third option, unreal. I mean, if Team USA does not win it, th- it's a shame, man. It's team is so loaded. They also Bryce Harper is gonna be playing first base for them. Yeah, just have Bryce Harper as your first baseman. That's insane. Um, I mean Mookie Betts declined it. So he's a great talent, but they have Bobby Witt, they have Gunner who will probably do it. Not 100%, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of guys who I mean, Riley Green is playing for Team Puerto Rico. I mean, it also his mom's from Puerto Rico, I believe. But I mean, Riley Green wasn't probably gonna get a lot of playing time for Team USA, so kind of makes sense. But kind of bad. No, not bad, but just would like to see Riley Green play for your country, but it's fine. Oh wow. Let's talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates, man. This is unbelievable, dude. I mean, they have Paul Skeens. They also have Mitch Keller and Jared Jones. That's already a good rotation. Dude, you just went out and you traded for Brandon Lau, second baseman. Very, a decent hitter for the Rays. And then you also get Ryan O'Hearn, who was very good last year. Like, he was an all-star. So, Pirates are making moves, which I wish the Tigers were doing, but they did get someone, but eh. Yeah, the Pirates have been making some moves. They got a pretty underrated team going into next year. Maybe they can get a few more guys, maybe get another bullpen guy. But yeah, Jeff McNeil was traded to the Athletics. Another one, Wilson Contreras was he traded to the Red Sox, so kind of weird seeing. Well, he's not really a catcher anymore, but still crazy. Matt Strahm was traded to the Kansas City Royals, and Michael King signed an extension with the Padres. Uh, Jorge Polanco signed with the New York Mets as he's gonna be their first baseman. Yeah, Polanco's living in my nightmares. Destroyed Tarek Skubal in the playoffs, and then hit that walk off to end it. So he's brutal. I'm gonna see him everywhere. But yeah, Polanco, man, he really has become underrated for sure. Dude, my voice is so gone. This is insane. My voice is so gone. But Yeah, Jorge Polanco has become a really underrated hitter. Good switch hitter, and yeah, they got a good guy. A good guy. They got someone good there. Um, yeah, Kenley Jansen signed with the Detroit Tigers. He's gonna be our closer. Last year he played very well. Oh my goodness. Last year he was very good. So after the Tigers got that like 6 run inning off of him, when Riley Green hit 2 home runs in an inning, he was one of the best closers in baseball almost. Like, bro, he had like a 1 year rate for the rest of the year. He was absolutely dominant. He is getting older. That stinks for sure, but like, dude, he had like a 2.83 ERA last year. Like, you're telling me you would rather have Rafael Montero or like a Joey Wentz over Kenley Jansen? Nah, get out of here. Like I was hearing a lot of negative talk for Kenley Jansen, but dude, putting Will Vest as your eighth inning guy with Kyle Finnegan is back, he'll probably be like this. Obviously, AJ Hinch doesn't do the seventh, eighth, ninth type of pitcher, but I mean, dude, going into a playoff game, you get Kyle Finnegan for the seventh, Will Vest for the eighth, and Kenley Jansen for the ninth. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe dude, I would love to see Pete Fairbanks as well, but I don't think that'll happen. But get another reliever. There's a lot of relievers still out there. Go after one more, dude. This bullpen would be disgusting. I mean, the Tigers did trade away Chase Lee, who was a very good reliever for us last year. We just didn't use him. I mean, he was getting hit around the last part of the season, but like when he played. But yeah, you also got Tyler Holton, who hopefully we can get Holton back to his dominant self, getting ground balls and not getting a lot of like it wasn't a lot of strikeouts, but he got a lot of soft contact, which, you know, we would like to see swing and miss from pitchers, but dude, just if we have a decent defense, like dude, just let them hit balls right to third base and stuff. Like I wouldn't mind it at all. Um, Other thing, like, there's still so many free agents have not signed yet. Kyle Tucker has not signed with a team. I'm sorry, like, what are we doing? Like this is insane. He's still out there, and I have not heard a single like rumor yet. Like that is insane. Like Kyle Tucker, I just don't think the Dodgers are gonna get him. The Dodgers will get more people. Like it's just gonna happen. The Dodgers do that. Yeah, it's just what good teams do. You know, there you could be, win a World Series. The next year you'd be like, wow, let's just run it back. We just won it all. Nah, dude, the Dodgers are like, we just won it. What are some holes that we had last year? Bullpen. They went and got Edwin Diaz. That's what teams do. Teams who are not afraid to spend money. That's what I wish Chris Ilitch and Scott Harris and the whole Tigers organization wish they did. Especially with, Tarek Skubal situation. Are you going to trade him? Are you not going to trade him? Let's just try to win out, or let's just try to win this year and, put this Tarek Skubal stuff aside and leave them in free agency probably to a team who's going to spend $1 billion. So let's just go out all out, trade for, not maybe not trade, but sign like an Alex Bregman, get another starter, have Tarek Skubal as your one with a dominant two for the future when Tarek Skubal leaves. Because dude, we got a nice young core of pitchers that are coming up. Jackson Jobe got hurt, but he'll be back next year. Pretty late in the season for sure, but you'll have Jackson Jobe. Troy Melton has become one of the best, like, underrated guys of the whole season last year. I mean, Troy Melton was probably my favorite pitcher to watch. Like, besides Tarek Skubal, obviously, but like, dude, this guy was so dominant. First career start, he faced the Pirates and gave up like 7, but I'm like, that was some good stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. You always say that, like that was just a bad performance, nothing good out of it. But I literally was saying that was not a bad, performance. He had a bunch of strikeouts, pumping 98, 99. Nice cutter, nice. I mean, the splitter was disgusting. I mean, that's a pitcher that'll be our future right there. And I'm kind of glad we didn't trade Eugenio Suarez, because trade for him because I'm pretty sure Troy Melton was one of the guys that people were wanting. So like trading Troy Melton for like a rental 3 year third base. So I'm like, I don't know. Would have liked to see him, but yeah, Troy Melton is gonna be a starter for years to come. I genuinely think he'll start off as a reliever this year. I just think there's too much talent at starting pitcher this year. We got Jack Flaherty back. We have Tarek Skubal. We have Casey Mize. I want one more pitcher for sure. Um, I would like to see Tigers go out and get like a Chris Bassett or like a someone like that caliber, not like a star, but could be like a Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty was in a very bad spot as a pitcher. Came to the Tigers. Chris Fetter absolutely fixed him up. He's pumping fastballs a lot more than he normally does. His curveball is crazy disgusting. I mean, he got a lot of swing and miss from that curveball. I mean, that was just a nasty knuckle curveball. People were buckling, swinging in the dirt. Like, it was a great pitch. And the Tigers fixed him. A couple years before that, Michael Lorenzen, the Tigers signed him. He's an all-star. And we get Hao-Yu Lee out of him for flipping him. We got the best version out of Michael Lorenzen. We got the best version out of a few guys like that. Scott Harris has seen a lot of, growth, and he's like, bro, I think we can fix them. Obviously, the trade deadline did not work. I mean, Charlie Morton, Chris Paddock, Rafael Montero wasn't terrible, but like those guys, no. They did not have what it takes to be a starting pitcher in 2025. Not great, but we knew exactly what we wanted, and we've been doing that. Chris Fetter has been a magician out there as a pitching coach. Like no one else I'd rather have. It's unreal. So yeah, hopefully the Tigers can do something a little more. Like Murakami was cool, but like dude, it hasn't been really. It's been pretty quiet the last couple weeks for baseball news. Um, so yeah, that is crazy. But Detroit Pistons and the Detroit Red Wings are both in first place in their conference. Unbelievable. I mean, dude, the Pistons have been so dominant, dude. It's so fun to see. I mean, Cade Cunningham has last year his main struggles, were kind of like clutch buckets, going into the fourth quarter, game on the line. Let's see if he could do it. And Cade Cunningham, I'm not gonna say he wasn't great last year, but it definitely was not as good as you would like to see your star be. And this year he's taken it all, doubled everything he's had. I mean, his chemistry with Jalen Duren this last year has been unbelievable. I mean, Jalen Duren went from a pretty good player to a superstar almost. To a star. We'll just say that. I'm not going to say superstar. But Cade Cunningham, he's what a true point guard is. You look at Jalen Brunson, he doesn't really pass the ball a lot. He's more of a shooter. Traditional point guards deals the ball and passes it and stuff. Cade Cunningham has been unbelievable dishing out the ball, giving it to like random guy like Asar Thompson who's been good. Tobias Harris, he'll get the threes. Duncan Robinson has been a very, very surprising. I'm not gonna say surprising, but a great piece for the Detroit Pistons as they lose Malik Beasley to I don't even know what it was. So we're not even gonna talk about that. But yeah, like Pistons have been dominant, 23-6. I mean, yeah, like that's what you want to see. They also blew out the Hornets, who, they're not great, but hey, we used to be that team. So, Cade Cunningham with 22 that game. He had a triple double, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 22 points. Kind of just like an average game. Like everyone did their part. Kind of what the Detroit Pistons just do. I mean, that's what they do. They are like that. Their defense, they play, very aggressive. The refs don't call it sometimes. The refs call it like it all depends on the games. The Sark Thompson foul and then ejection was very soft. That was terrible. Um yeah, Pistons looked great and they lose in overtime. It was not a pretty sight, but Cooper Flag, came up pretty clutch there. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of weird penalties and stuff, flags, fouls in sports lately. It's been really weird. But yeah, let's stop delaying. Let's talk about football. Week what are we on? Week 16 was unbelievable. We started off with Thursday night football, which was peak. I mean, that was absolute cinema right there. Um, we had the Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks, which was a great spot for both teams. They both needed a win. Both teams trying to win the division. Seattle Seahawks lost already to the Rams, and this game was peak. I mean, Puka Nakua with a lot of drama in the off, like not in the off, in the days off coming into this game, and he delivers, man. Puka Nakua goes berserk in this game. It was unbelievable. Puka Nakua has a career game. One of the craziest games I've seen actually. Um, but yeah, I mean, wild, wild. It goes to overtime. Yeah, Puka. I mean, Puka had 225 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns. Unreal. Matthew Stafford looked very good. He threw for 457 yards and 3 touchdowns, getting the loss, which is absurd. Um, Seattle, Sam Darnold had that 2 picks, but like they won the game. Like Kenneth Walker had a touchdown, Zach Charbonnet had a touchdown. Um, JSN had a pretty good game, 8 for 96 and a touchdown. Um, Rashid Shaheed, the guy that they traded for, had what was it? A punt return touchdown. And yeah, there was a controversial call, as every game it feels like has one. 2-point try in the fourth quarter, I believe. Throws it behind the line, gets hit. Looks like it's incomplete, and looks like they're still losing by 2, and then it just goes and Charbonnet picks it up, gets a 2-point conversion. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that's why the Rams lost because they had 4 more drives to go down and score a touchdown. But I mean, punt after punt after punt, in the last like 6 minutes, it felt like it was really weird. But they go to overtime. Rams score touchdown, get the extra point. Seattle gets a touchdown and they wins it with the 2-point conversion. Yeah, I mean that was a unreal game. Then we got Eagles versus Commanders. Jalen Hurts, pretty solid day, 185, 2 touchdowns. AJ Brown went pretty crazy, 9 for 95. But Saquon, 21 carries, 132 rushing yards and a touchdown. Yeah, that'll play. And then you had Marcus Mariota. No, I'm just kidding. He got hurt in this game. But yeah, I mean they had nothing. They literally had nothing. So Eagles win the game and they clinch their division. First time in like 21 years that an NFC East team won back-to-back division titles. Pretty crazy to see. For real, like you would not expect that at all. And then Packers Bears. I mean, this was a boring game going into that last like fourth quarter, whatever that was, absolute cinema. Lions kind of needed the Bears to lose, and the Packers choked it away. I mean, they were up 13-3 at halftime, and then they were at 13-3 in the third quarter, end of the third. That is crazy. Jordan Love gets hurt with a concussion, but Malik Willis looks very good. 9 for 11, 121 and a touchdown. Um, like No Micah Parsons, no Jordan Love, no Tucker Kraft. Like, it's kind of crazy how beat up they are as well as the Lions. But yeah, Caleb Williams didn't look great there at all, and then he just turned it on in that fourth quarter. I mean, unreal. Gets a field goal, gets it within, like, I think, like 8 or something like that. No, I think gets it within 7. They get the onside kick, and they somehow recover it. Terrible play by, um, terrible play there by Romeo Dobbs. And then Bears get it crazy, get that touchdown, and then go to overtime. Packers get the ball. They don't score. And then one play, Caleb Williams to DJ Moore. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Bears do clinch a playoff spot with the Lions loss. So they are in the playoffs. And then we got Bengals versus Dolphins. What a crazy game that meant nothing. But Joe Burrow, 4 touchdowns, 309. Yeah. This game meant nothing. Jamar Chase finally had a pretty good day. Quinn Ewers played for the Dolphins. 20 for 30, 262 interceptions. Devon A-Chain had a touchdown, 81 rushing yards. Pretty good. Devon A-Chain. That's the team right there. Like, that's all that people care about. And that's because of fantasy. And then Chiefs, Titans. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, their backup quarterback, Gardner Minshew, I don't know if he tore his ACL, but it's the same injury almost as Mahomes. And then Chris, I'm not even going to try it. Oladukin. Yeah, sure. 111 passing yards. Rough day for the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelce, 1 reception for 6 yards. Titans look very good against the Chiefs. And the Kansas City Chiefs are 6-9. What? Explain it to me like I'm 7. That is insane. Bills beat the Browns. Josh Allen, 12 for 19, 130. Pretty weird day from him. But, it's the Browns. Shedeur Sanders, pretty okay. 20 for 29, 157, touchdown, 2 picks. Not that great. And then, that game was pretty big for the Bills. Vikings, Giants. McCarthy went down with an injury, 9 for 14, 108 and a pick. J.J. McCarthy, not great. Justin Jefferson finally had something decent. And then Giants, Jackson Dart, why is he still playing? He literally threw for 33 passing yards in a football game. What are we doing? An interception. Why is he even playing? Like, what are we doing? Like, what? But, then you had Chargers, Cowboys. This was a pretty good game. Justin Herbert, 23 for 29, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marion Hampton, 85 and a touchdown. Very good. And then Quentin Johnston, 104 and a touchdown. What did Lad McConkey have? 4 for 43 and a touchdown. Okay. Dak Prescott, 21 for 30, 244, 2 touchdowns. And then George Pickens, 7 for 130 and a touchdown. Crazy. But, what we got? Wait, what are we... Oh, okay. That was weird. Then we got Buccaneers, Panthers. Huge game for the NFC South division. Baker Mayfield looks terrible. Bryce Young looks pretty good. And the Panthers are in sole possession of first place in the NFC South. That is crazy. The Bryce Young season, like, everyone doubted him, looked very bad, and now he's in first place and will probably host a playoff game. That's pretty crazy. That is wild to just hear. Bryce Young could host a playoff game. Yeah, whoever they play, the 5th seed, will absolutely destroy them. But, hey, they're here. Anything can happen. Jets, Saints, who cares? I mean, Brady Cook played for the Jets, okay, and then Tyler Shuck was shucking that ball, okay. Um, yeah, not bad. Boring game. It's two teams that nobody cares about. Jaguars Broncos, man. The Jaguars are very good, dude. They are very, very good. Trevor Lawrence, 279 and 3 touchdowns against one of the best defenses in all of football, man. I mean, unbelievable, dude. I mean, this defense is insane. Pat Surtain, Tala, oh my gosh, Talanola Hufunga from the 49ers. They have so many guys. Nick Benito, obviously. Yeah, unreal. That team is good. Riley Moss, right? He's pretty good. But Bo Nix, 352 and a touchdown and a pick. Good game there from Cortland Sutton, obviously, 86 and a touchdown. And then Jags, I mean, dude, Parker Washington, of course, 145 and a touchdown. Um, yeah, wild. Then we got Falcons Cardinals. This game kind of meant nothing. Kirk Coban's 197, 2 touchdowns, a pick, bad. But Bijan did all right. Not gonna sit here and say good, but receiving was insane. 7 for 92 and a touchdown. Jacoby Brissett played the whole season pretty much. I mean, he was all right. But yeah, this game meant nothing either. Another big game. Texans Raiders. Texans win it, and dude, they're 10-5. Texans. C.J. Stroud 187 barely did anything, but insane still. What a crazy day from Ashton Genty. I had a 60-yard receiving catch and a touchdown, and then ran for 128 and a touchdown. Yeah, that'll do it. Then Sunday night we had Patriots at Ravens. A brutal fumble from Zay Flowers, but Lamar Jackson looks like he's hurt. Tyler Huntley played. I mean, a lot of rushing yards from Derrick Henry and 2 touchdowns. 128, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, but Drake May, unreal, MVP, 380, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Travion Henderson was nowhere to be found. Yikes. But Stephon Diggs 9 for 138. Yeah. Patriots win a huge one, and the Patriots, they're a good team. And then Monday Night Football, 49ers at Colts. Not a bad game from Phillip Rivers. 23 for 35, 277, 2 touchdowns and a pick. He, had that brutal interception there late, kind of coming back, having a chance after Brock Purdy throws an interception. After a Cam Bynum interception. Brock Purdy does look good, though. I mean, 295, 5 touchdowns and an interception. I mean, 5 passing touchdowns is insane. 2 receiving from Christian McCaffrey. Juwan Jennings had a touchdown. George Kittle had 115 and a touchdown. This is a great game, but the 49ers are very good, too. And then one of the most disappointing Lions games I've seen, the Detroit Lions lose against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, not a great game. Jared Goff does good. I mean, throws for 364 and 3 touchdowns, but one of the worst rushing games I've seen from the Detroit Lions team in the Dan Campbell era. 14 rushing yards for David Montgomery. Why don't we run him more? We had the chance of the ball at the 2 or 1 yard line, and we didn't run with David Montgomery. I mean, this guy, what happened? What did we do to David Montgomery? This guy was one of the best running backs, like a tandem, but we just stopped using him. We just stopped using David Montgomery. And, yeah, Isaac Tesla had a nice touchdown. Also had a BS flag. I mean, flags, whatever. Lions need to play better on offense. I don't care. The flags were terrible, don't get me wrong. I mean, that pick play from Isaac Tesla got shoved in to the defender. And if you're going to talk about that Darnell Washington or whatever his name is, that guy didn't even do anything. He ran into DJ Reed. I mean, DJ Reed got absolutely destroyed. that was so different. Tesla got shoved into him. This guy just running right into him. Like that argument is so bad. But Lions did not win. And then the next play, fourth down, they throw it. St. Brown pushes off, which it's offensive pass interference. Um, but yeah, that's not why we lost. The reason we lost is because we only rushed for freaking 12 yards. Or I'm sorry, 16 yards if you want to count it, whatever. 16 yards between Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I mean, what are we doing? Why are we... The whole line was so bad this game. St. Brown was kind of non-existent, I'm not going to lie. Him and J-Mo did have a couple nice catches. But finally can't blame our defense this game. I mean, some late fourth down stuff was brutal, but like, you can't finally... I mean, we didn't give up 40 points like normal, so we'll take that, but not great. And then we decided not to go for fourth down again. Cannot do that. Not great. A lot of 3 and outs as well. I think we need to talk about Brad Holmes. I mean, I love the guy. He had some great draft classes and bunch of good picks. But we seriously need to talk about how he's doing nothing to help us win a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, dude. Like, Brad Holmes said we were good without getting another edge rusher. There's nobody on the other line, the other side, to help Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, we're getting some good stuff from, guys you wouldn't expect it. Like Mohammed, he's been very good. But, I'm sorry, but I would much rather have someone who actually is known. Okay, sorry. That sounds so bad. But I need someone who is actually like a Pro Bowl or All-Pro type of player on the other side of Hutch. Like, with all these injuries, even with all the injuries, we had a chance to get someone at the deadline and we did nothing. Like, at some point, you got to give up some of your draft picks if you want to win a Super Bowl, because this team is not good enough. It clearly, last year, with one of the best records, clearly didn't help that we lost to a rookie, but we didn't make it to the third round. We lost in the first time we played, and that was because of our injuries, and you didn't help any of the guys with the injuries. You didn't sign anyone, and now next year, we're not making the playoffs this year probably, and we got so much other guys we have to sign. I mean, whatever's going on with Branch's injury and Kirby, like, this is going to be brutal. Not great. Lions' chance of making the playoffs isn't great. Packers need to lose out, and the Lions need to win out. Packers do play the Ravens, who are fighting for their lives, and then they play the Minnesota Vikings with probably Max Brosner as their quarterback. I don't see it happening. If that's the case, I really feel like we have a chance to go all the way. Just kidding. I'm kidding. But, I mean, this is not looking good. But the Bears have clinched a playoff spot. The 49ers, it's not looking great. Lions have to play the Vikings, who, they're not a very good team. Sorry. Yeah, they got to play them, and then we play the Bears, who they might sit everybody for week 18, but even with that, are we going to beat a backup quarterback? Like, the team looks so bad. But as of right now, 1 seed is the Seattle Seahawks, 2 seeds the Chicago Bears. Wow, that's crazy. 3 seed is the Philadelphia Eagles. The 5 seed is the 49ers. And the 6 seed is the Los Angeles Rams. With, teams in the hunt. We got the Panthers. Wait. Oh, yeah. Teams in the hunt. The Lions, and that's pretty much it. Packers are in the playoffs right now, and they just have to win a game or a Lions loss to clinch. So, So as of right now, sitting, let's see, who are some good games? 2 in the 7 seed. It would be the Packers versus the Bears first round. Ooh, that would be a fiery game. It would be the Eagles versus the Rams. The Rams would destroy the Eagles. And then 49ers versus the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, have fun, that 49ers. Yeah, that would be crazy. And then the AFC, Broncos are the 1 seed, Patriots are the 2 seed, um, Jaguars the 3 seed. They got the Steelers as the 4, Chargers, Texans, and then Bills. So it would be, as of right now, Patriots would play the Texans. Pretty good game. Jaguars would play the Bills. Sorry, Jaguars. And then Chargers would play the Steelers. Yeah, it's an easy Chargers win. Okay. But yeah, not great. We have a 7% chance to make the playoffs. Never tell me the odds. So you're telling me there's a chance. Um, but no, we will see. Lot to do. Lions need to actually play well. They have not looked good. So hopefully that happens. But thank you all so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.